Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Krono Vapes again, and I'm back with another new ejuice recipe. I've been vaping this on and off for the past 2 weeks and 2 days. I wanted to let it steep for a week and then another week, just see how everything turned out. Everything settled down and came together. And I've been showing this in a couple of my videos on Hippie Vapes and the Juicy Crew. Got the label all jacked up because I got juice all over it. Gonna be mixing up some CocoNog Cupcakes today. Yeah, so let's not waste any time. Let's get down to the scale. Get to mixing this up. Simple 6-ingredient recipe. So let's pull this up on my trusty old iPhone. Get the recipe ready, and then we will start mixing. I already made the recipe public, so you can go check it on out on eliquidrecipes.com. Alright. Here we go. Drop it down and mix it up. Alright. Now this, I called it CocoNog Cupcakes. It's basically, I bought cupcakes for my kids a couple weeks ago, and they were eggnog cupcakes. And I loved them. They're eggnog cupcakes with buttercream frosting. So that's what I was going for. Just eggnog cupcakes with buttercream frosting. And then I got one of the ingredients that's in this recipe and thought that it would go so well. So, CocoNog Cupcakes. Try and figure out what the cocoa is. What's going on, James Rivera? So, the first ingredient we're going to need for this CocoNog Cupcake recipe is going to be Capella's Vanilla Cupcake. Vanilla cupcake from Capella. I'm using this at 0.75%. I'm using this along with another frosting just to get the frosting, because from this flavor, I don't know if everyone in the world's like this, but I only get the vanilla frosting off of this vanilla cupcake flavoring. So that's what I'm using this for, the frosting. Going to be using it at 0.75%, and in this 30 ml bottle it's going to be 0.23 grams. Let's see what that gets us. 2 more. Jesus, 2 drops gave me 0.07. Oh, a little bit over on that, but be alright. We'll tear our scale out. Next up, the ingredient that I had to add to this, because I single flavor tested it and fell in love with it. It's my favorite coconut now. None other than Vape Train Australia's desiccated coconut. Going to be using this at 1%. It's going to be 0.30 grams on our scale. I picked this up just on a whim, kind of, because I had to order from Chef's Flavors to get raw sugar from Vape Train Australia. And I just grabbed a few of the other Vape Train concentrates I didn't have. And that happened to be one of them, and I love it. Alright, next ingredient is going to be Flavora's Eggnog. Going to be using this at 1.5%. This is the eggnog for this eggnog cupcake. It's very strong at first, but once you let it steep, it settles down a lot, and it's balanced in the vape. It's going to be 0.45 grams. I have Flavor West eggnog too, but I didn't test it yet. I just got that like 2 weeks ago. That's close enough. Tear it on out. Next is going to be the cake for this cupcake. Going to be using Wonder Flavors Fluffy White Cake. Going to be using this at my trusty 3%, which I almost always use my base cake flavor in all my cake recipes. Normally always 3%, and hasn't failed me yet, so I stick with that. But anyway, it's going to be 0.90 grams on our scale. I'm excited for next week, or whenever the next installment of Hippie Vapes and the Juicy Crew goes live. I'll put one more drop. Just one. Because I think I'm going to have a banger of a recipe. There's no set, like it has to be a candy cane or it has to be a pumpkin pie. It's a Christmas dessert. So it kind of leaves the field open, like pretty much any dessert, right? But my wife gave me a suggestion. And she's not even about the vape life like I am, or mixing. She gave me a suggestion, and I hope I can nail this flavor profile. Alright, next ingredient for this is going to be Vape Train Australia's Vanilla Buttercream Frosting. Going to be using this at 0.75%. It's going to be 0.23 grams. Settle down there, partner. All right. And our last ingredient, TFA's Vanilla Swirl. Going to be using this at 1%. It's going to be 0.30. That should do it. All right. Bring it back up. Shake up our Nick PGVG base. Fill up our bottle and give her a shake and vape. Like I said earlier, the eggnog flavor is pretty dominant off the shake, but I absolutely love that flavor, so I do not mind this as a shake and vape whatsoever. Alright, that'll do it. That will do it. Should I bust out my little mini mixer and mix it that way instead of sitting here shaking it? Yeah, I think I'll do that. If I can get the damn thing to work. Doesn't like to work sometimes. There we go. I guess it does want to work. Alright. Let's put it down in here and mix her up. I'm going to stick it down in here. Now it won't work. There we go. Ooh, shit. There it is. It's a mixin'. Let's just save my arms from having to shake so damn much. Alright. Let this excess dribble down. Give her a little wipe. Alright, let's put the lid on here. I'm a jackass. Apparently I grabbed the only lid that doesn't have the other part I need. This is what I need. All right. It's lovely. Let's give it a quick little shake it doodle doo. Drip this bad boy. See? Jeez. I was trying to make sure that I do that on the camera because I always show the one that I already have mixed. I don't want people to assume that I'm just dripping the one already mixed and let steep. So. Like I said, it's eggnog heavy off the shake, but I love this flavor. You don't really get too much of the coconut off the shake, or anything else for that matter, to be honest. It's mainly just eggnog off of a shake and vape. I was tasting it every day after I mixed it for the first week, and it seemed like around day 5 is when everything out, like the eggnog, calmed down enough to where all the other things were starting to shine through. So I tried it a week, and then I was getting the coconut buttercream that I was looking for. And the cake's very subtle in this, but it's there. You can tell it's there. Yeah, it's just, I just love it. To me, this is a great representation of if you ever had an actual eggnog cupcake. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. So we been live for less than 13 minutes. Got a new recipe mixed up. Yeah, James, the eggnog thing, I don't actually like the drink eggnog, but the spice from eggnog and just the general eggnog flavor I enjoy. I just don't like the consistency of actual eggnog. So yeah, I'm loving this Flavor's eggnog. Definitely am. But yeah, that's all I got for right now. I'm working on a couple more recipes. I just wrote down a new one today. I didn't even mix it yet. I just had a brilliant idea. I was drinking Brisk makes a strawberry melon. I think it's strawberry melon. And there was something interesting. I always read the ingredients that are in things. There was something interesting on the back of that led me to trying to come up with a new recipe for like a strawberry watermelon. So I already got a rough draft of what flavors I want to use at percentages I know usually work. So I'm going to mix that up, give it a shot. Hopefully that little special thing that I read on the back of the label, what tea, it's a secret. But you are right. But yeah, that and what else I got? I'm working on like a white chocolate peppermint Yule log type thing. I don't know, Yule log, the Christmas dessert. Working on one of them. And the one that I'm working on for the next Hippie Vapes and a Juicy crew, but I'm not even going to say what that is because I want it to be a surprise. 'Cause hopefully it turns out good, and if it does, oh my word, it's going to be amazing. The only thing that sucks is it's one of the recipes you have to let steep for at least a week, and I mixed it yesterday. So yeah, the sweet tea is bad, but no, it's a green tea. I'm gonna be using Flavor's green tea at 0.1%, just 0.1, because I don't want you to know that it's in there and it's a green tea, but I wanted to use what they had on the back of the label for that drink to see what it does to the strawberry watermelon recipe, because I love that drink. I've been drinking it like every night. Yo, what's going on, Steve? Oh, man. Yeah, I hope some people can mix that up. Hippie Vapes actually gave me a great suggestion for that. If you don't like cactus and cut down a little bit on the steep time, you can use an apricot to add that juiciness back to it. Because I was getting a dry vape, and I wanted to get rid of that. And in my third revision of that, which is the one I released, I used cactus. But Hippie suggested to use apricot. He said that would do the same thing I was looking to get done, and it would cut down on the steep time that you need if you use cactus. Don't forget to tell your friends about Krono Vapes. I got an ass load of these mech mods and an ass load of RDAs. I just got to hit certain subscriber marks, and then I'll do giveaways. I got a ton. But yeah, it's just, that's what I love about the mixing community. A lot of people, I'll say a lot, not everyone, but a lot of people aren't out there to get ahead or get over on somebody. They'll help you out. And that's why I started making these videos, just to try and help other people out, because I'm still a new mixer. I've only been doing it for 8 months, so I'm not the greatest in the world, but when I come up with recipes that I think are good and I really like, I put them out there, and hopefully, you know, some other people enjoy them too. But, you know, as always in DIY, this is just the way I mix it. You can mix it however the hell you want to mix it. It's the beauties of DIY. Yeah, I love this recipe. That's why I mixed up a 30 ml bottle of it, not one of these 15 mils, because I'm going to finish vaping this 15 ml bottle and then start on a 30 ml. Oh, I believe it, Steve. I've been learning a ton. I do a lot of research. I think that's what helps me out the most, and helped me get as far as I've come from when I first started mixing. I'm thinking about going crazy though with some percentages, just to see what happens. Like, take, say, I don't even have a flavor. I want to take a fruit like a blueberry. I got Vape Train's blueberry jam. I'm thinking about taking that and using it like 9%. See what happens there. You know what I mean? I've been using these flavors and trying to hone my craft, I guess you want to say, so I can use less concentrates and still get a great vape. So I want to try and go crazy with some concentrates though. Take them up real high and see what happens. Yeah, that's all I got for today, fellas and ladies and gentlemen. So, as always, like I say at the end of every stream that I let turn into a video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, leave a like on the video, comment down below, and I will catch y'all in the next video / live stream. Peace for now, everybody.